Well, hello. What are we going to make for dinner tonight? I don't have a whole lot of time. I've been out running the streets all day long. It is 6:17 p.m. My kids want to eat now. I don't have a lot to do. So what I'm going to show you how to make is the down and dirty, quickest, easiest, but best tasting Fettuccine Alfredo you're ever going to eat. So let's just get right to it. Heat up those pots. I ain't got much time. Let's go. Come on. Here's everything you're going to need to make the base of the Fettuccine Alfredo sauce. You're going to need salt and pepper, Italian seasoning, garlic powder. You're going to need some heavy whipping cream. You do not need one that big. It's halfway gone. It was from another recipe I had. You're going to need the pasta of your choosing. I happen to have fettuccine on hand. And then you're going to need the cheese. Now I know the rule about using the block cheese. I don't have it. Well, I do have some on hand. I don't have enough on hand. So I'm just going to do an experiment today and see if I can get it to work with what I have. This here is for Eric because he can't have the dairy. So that's going to be the dairy-free version. And then we're going to make the pasta just according to the package instructions. Wait till those heat up a little bit and I'll bend them down. So everybody knows how to make pasta. I'm not doing anything special. So onward, forward. Okay, this is not a part of the fettuccine making, but I had this out from another recipe. It's just a couple of pieces of chicken thigh. Before it goes bad, I'm going to cut it up and use it in tonight's dinner. So all you have to do is just chunk it up. And let me just chop this up, get rid of all the icky parts, and I'll be back. Oh, okay, perfect timing. My hands are washed. My little bit of meat is it's all chopped up, and the ickiness over there. I don't know anybody who likes to chop up chicken. Should let me know if you enjoy this part. I don't like that part. Timer's going off. I'm gonna rinse my pasta with some cold water to stop the cooking process, and then I'll get back to the chicken. Before you drain the pasta, I want you to reserve about a cup or more of the starchy water. That's going to help you on the other side of this. I always keep more than I feel like I'm going to need because there have been times where it really exceeded my expectations. So I'm going to take out the pasta water first and then drain the rest. I'm not going to use all of this, but I'm making two dishes, one with dairy, one without dairy, so I kept extra, extra, extra. You're not going to need all that. I'm just going to set that to the back. Okay, so to the chicken, it's a very small amount. I just started adding a little bit of pepper, just a little bit of salt, and hold on, I need an extra hand. And a little bit of garlic powder. I don't want to do much more than that because Alfredo sauce is light in taste, I guess. I don't want to weigh it down with a lot of flavors. All right, so gonna heat the pot up with a little EVOO. Is it EVOO? Nope, just OO. Put a little bit in the pan, and I'm just going to brown up the chicken. That's all I'm doing. Nothing special. I mixed it all up the best I could. And like I said, this is a little bit of leftover chicken. Ordinarily, it would not be going in, but it was getting ready to go bad. That's a big piece of chicken I forgot to cut up there. It's all right. I'll cut it up when it gets on the other side of this. A little bit of fat in there. That was to take all of maybe 7 minutes to brown up chicken. That's what we're gonna do now. All right, so Like I said, this was not to be included in, but if I left this another day in the refrigerator, the chicken just would have went bad. So it's very little. I know Eric probably doesn't want any meat in his. I don't want any meat in mine, but the others will probably want it. So there you have it. So I'm going to take that out of the pan, and we're going to get on to making the Alfredo sauce. Okay, I had to let the pan cool down just a touch. So you're going to put your pan on medium. I want to say this before I begin. I am aware that I am breaking every rule. I'm just Tina the rule breaker. I'm not using butter when it says to use butter. I'm using Country Crock vegetable spread. I'm not using fresh grated Parmesan cheese. I'm using it from the jar. Looks like fresh grated. Let's see. But it's not. So I'm aware. So if this comes out good, you can thank me later. If it's terrible, you can also thank me later. Over here in this pan, that's just kind of out of range, this is the one I'm going to be making for Eric. And it's going to be a quarter of what I'm making here. So now that we're all on the same page, let's get to getting. Putting his pan on medium. You do not want to cook it on a high heat because we're using heavy whipping cream and you don't want it to curdle. So we're just going to bring it to a simmer. And this is a 1/2 cup of butter. I will leave the exact measurements down below, and then you can half it, quarter it, whatever you want to, double it, triple it, whatever. But I'll leave the exact measurements below. Okay. Let me get Eric's go. Oh man, I just dropped the whisk. I'll have to get another one. I'm a little weird about things hitting the floor. I feel like my hands are gonna touch the floor. I know, it's weird. I'll use a towel. Actually, I'll get it because I can't stand it. I use a towel to grab it. And I got another whisk for Eric. All right, so as this is melting down slowly, you want to add your heavy whipping cream. Now I've made this from scratch using real butter and milk and flour and all of that. This is the down and dirty, get it done method. Now the food that I had sitting off to the side, you really want hot. I don't know if I mentioned that yet or not. So before I add the pasta back to this pan, I'm gonna run it under some hot water because you really don't want it cold. Okay, now we have to add the heavy whipping cream. To this, I'm going to add 1.5 cups of heavy whipping cream. And man, oh man, did I just get deja vu like nobody's business. And then Eric's that I quartered is whatever the measurement was that I got for his plant-based heavy whipping cream. Okay, Eric's has come to a slight simmer. So we're gonna simmer it for 2 minutes. Set a timer. Oops, so is mine. Mine's coming to a simmer. I don't want it to boil because I don't want it to curdle. So I just kicked it back just a little bit. So here we go. We're gonna start the 2-minute timer. And I'll be back in exactly 2 minutes. Okay, so timer has gone off. We're going to add, we're gonna do the garlic. We're gonna add the garlic. So you want a teaspoon of Italian seasoning, boop, boop, boop. You're gonna want some garlic powder in there. And what was the other thing? 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. So We want to keep that moving so it doesn't burn. It's going to start to thicken. Some pepper. Some salt. Hope I didn't put a lot in there. I turned my head to look at Eric's. And we're going to let that simmer for just a second. And while that's going, I'll tell you what, me doing two-handed cooking all the time, boy, I'll tell you what, I couldn't do this a couple of years ago. Whoops. A couple of years ago, I wouldn't have been able to do that. Turning that way, way down. Gonna put a pinch in Eric's. Some pepper. Some salt. Give it a nice little whisk. Let that cook for a minute over there, and I'll come back to mine. To this, we're going to add the cheese. 2 cups. I hope this melts. Oops. That's the one. Uh-oh. That's the last of my Parmesan cheese there. I might have to get out the plastic cheese. We'll see. We'll see how that works. Maybe I won't need the water. Okay. Turn that back up a little bit because I turned it way down because I was looking at Eric. Oh, we're good. We're okay. All right, so let me keep this moving around the pan until it's time to add the pasta. And I'm going to run the hot water over it now while we're doing that. Oop, Eric's is coming to a boil. Hopefully mine's going to melt, guys. Get the oh yeah, it's got to look at that. It's going to melt. I'm just going to need to thin it a little bit, that's all. Oh, I'm like, why isn't Eric's thickened up? I didn't put the cheese in there. This is what Eric's is looking like. All right, let me get the hot water going on the other. Okay, I'm gonna come in with a plastic spoon. It's starting to thicken up already because I want to taste it and I don't want to burn my mouth with a metal spoon. That's really good. It definitely doesn't need any more salt. Smell that, Eric?
Yes, I do.
That's yours going on right here. I'm gonna add a little bit of, I don't think I need any of the pasta water in there. That should be good. See how that works out. Stir that.
Okay.
Oh, for a minute I had to grab your wrist. I thought you were stirring with the wrong thing. Scared the bejeebus out of me. All right, so, nope, I need a little bit of water in mine. And this is the starchy water that I'm adding. Eric, give yours a taste, see if it needs salt, pepper, anything like that. Now, it wouldn't be stringy like this if I used the actual cheese I was supposed
I was
to.
about to say, is there cheese? Cause
That's Parmesan cheese in there that you have in yours. So I'm going to add it. Does it need anything?
No.
Okay. Eric's yumming over there. All right. So, his pot, I'm going to add the pasta and just give it a good old stir.
It's good.
Yeah, I did a quarter of the recipe for you. How's that look? Or do you need more pasta than that, Eric?
Let me see. Got a little bit more.
Have a little bit more. I just don't want to overdo the pasta and not have enough stuff on hand. I didn't even put any chicken in yours. I told everybody you're not going to want the chicken.
Really?
Do you not want it?
I don't want the chicken.
That's what I said. Oh, I thought you said really, like, bad, really.
No.
All right, here's the rest of the pasta. Going in. What am I going to stir that with? I don't think my whisk is going to do the job. And there you go, guys. I'm just going to mix this around. And I'll see. Whoop! Just threw it all over the counter. I'll see you at the table. I forgot to mention, if you were to add the chicken back and you weren't just making the basic, you would add your chicken in here. And then we're going to plate it up. And there's my plate. She looking yummy, yummy, yummy. And out, no chicken on it, just plain. Let's get to the table and get to the taste test. If you get any benefit at all from my content, you can help me out by clicking like, share, commenting, and definitely hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Hair okay?
I like your braided hair.
It's just nice. Does it look okay to Brett?
Yeah.
It's not all separated.
Push that together. Yeah.
Woohoo! We're at the table! Me and Eric are just going to eat the fettuccine Alfredo. I don't know what this stuff is called, but that's what we're going to go for. We're just going to eat the base of it. Ooh, it's hot. Careful. Oh, mine keeps coming. Okay, I'm ready. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to slurp yours up?
Let me just get a small bite.
Ready, set, go. Mmm. Mmm.
Yep.
Taste that little bit of garlic in there?
Yeah, I do. That is good.
Let me tell you guys, I broke every rule putting this on the table. I didn't use milk. I didn't use flour. I didn't use straight butter. I'm aware. I used the jarred cheese and not the fresh grated kind. This is a weeknight in a pinch. Took me it took me a little bit longer because I was doing all that talking and videoing, so it always takes me longer. About 20 minutes. And that's with talking. So there you have it. I hope you try it. I know you're gonna like it. This is a must try. Is it gonna be on the rotation?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is gonna go on our regular rotation. Eric has never had fettuccine because I'm new to the heavy whipping cream that's plant-based. So he didn't get a lot of those creamy things that that everybody else got. So this is a brand new flavor for him. So anyway, I'll see you at the wrap up.
Oh, good.
Good. Go. It's good. Well, dinner is over. How do we do? Let's start with Eric. Ate every last bit of it and was upset that there wasn't more. How the rest of us do? Just about the same. Little piece of noodle left in the bottom. The others, they enjoyed it with the chicken. Eric and I enjoyed it without. But there you have it. Got to give this one a try, guys. I broke all the rules and still it came out delicious. So, I hope you like it. I hope you try it. And please, guys, click on my face below or like, subscribe, do whatever. It's free. See you later. Bye.